Martin Luther King was born on January 15th, 1929 in Atlanta, Georgia, US. He was the son of the Reverend Martin Luther King and Alberta Williams King. Martin Luther King was originally named Michael King Jr. until the family traveled to Europe in 1934 and visited Germany. His father changed both their names to Martin to honor the German Protestant leader Martin Luther. Martin Luther King had an older sister, Willie Christine King, and a younger brother called Alfred Daniel Williams King.
Martin Luther King was very well educated. He attended T. Washington High School and he skipped 9th and 12th grade. Then he went to Morehouse College at 15, and then in 1948 he graduated and enrolled at Theological Seminary in Pennsylvania. Then he attended Boston University and received a Doctorate of Philosophy on June 5th, 1955.
There he met his wife, Coretta Scott, and they married on June the 8th, 1953. They had 4 children: Yolanda King, Martin Luther King III, Dexter Scott King, and Bernice King. Martin Luther King became involved with the civil rights movement in the mid-1950s. King joined when he heard a lecture by Mahatma Gandhi, and he eventually became convinced that the same methods Gandhi used could be employed by blacks to obtain civil rights in America. He was particularly struck by Gandhi's words, "Through the pain we will make them see their injustice." Martin Luther King was also influenced by Henry David Thoreau. During Martin Luther King's time being the civil rights leader and activist, he was arrested 30 times between 1955 and 1965. King was also known for helping and supporting one of the bravest acts performed by another person who was also asking for her civil rights, called Rosa Parks. She was the woman who refused to give up her seat on the bus for a white man, and she got herself arrested in the process in 1963. This led to the Monterey bus boycott that was a 13-month mass protest. This also led to Martin Luther King's house being bombed in 1956. After the protest, Rosa Parks and Martin Luther King developed a friendship, and to this day their story is just as inspirational. Martin Luther King became known around America after helping Rosa and joined in more protests and speeches. But in 1963, after getting help from JFK, King managed to plan and speak to a crowd of over 250,000 people in Washington, D.C., where he made his iconic speech, "I Have a Dream." It was a huge success, and that was the start of real change. Sadly, after many years had passed, in 1968, on April the 4th, in Memphis, Tennessee, Martin Luther King was assassinated by a single gunshot while he was preparing to leave the Lorraine Motel after helping prepare for a march on behalf of striking Memphis sanitation workers. He fell to his death. The man who killed him was James Earl Ray, who pleaded guilty and was convicted on March the 10th, 1969. His reason for killing King was no more than him being a racist and a petty criminal looking to make a name for himself. And even though the dreamer died, the dream lives on.